Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League main bracket round 3. Here we have Bleedout versus Explicit, a match I've been very excited to see. And we have Explicit up first with the Dark Lord here as their pick, with Kenji playing for them. We have, looks like we have Wretched, Thrill, Ruin, Pain Rest. Thrill, Ruin, very popular combo. And adding Wretched to it, also a very good combo. We do spot JD here in the rocks and the pallet, and we do, I believe, either I think it was Emmy in the jungle gym. Oh no, it was Ward. So we're a bit of a looping with friends right now, as we did pre-drop the pallet in the jungle gym. JD takes a very early tag here with a Wolf M1, and we're off to this TNL. We do have Boots and Lapis, the two most popular add-ons here, ran by Dracula, which is teleport's range and window block on teleport. Will this Hellfire connect them? No, it doesn't, and JD does make the shack off of that missed Hellfire. Oh, this chase by JD needs to last here, because if Drac gets the momentum, it can be very hard for the survivors to play. But I trust JD. They've been proven time and time again that they're one of the, a very top high-end player. Being currently holding the only 4K5 in Blood Rush League this season. Ooh, +5 wood as unfortunately Kenji hits the tree. JD going back into the pallet. Maybe they go to Shack. Ooh, the Hellfire misses as Kenji predicts a flare out. But JD just holds W. We're gonna wrap around Shack once again. Pallet is down, so JD is forced to fall, and JD unfortunately does not win that mind game and will take an M1 by Kenji as they get into the locker. A thing to note is that we are on ping here, so there is a bit of a ping EU to, I believe this is EU to OCE, so there is a bit of ping involved. We get a hook that is not pain res, and we can see the generator here at 6 at 75%. That was a very, very good first chase by JD. We have the main generator and the generator at 11 here, at about 50% each, so pretty good gen prog. Not the ideal, ideally you want at least one of these gens to pop. Unfortunately, the gen that was about to pop was at 6 next to the hook, so it's a bit risky there. JD is now chilling out on the hook. The generator is in the regressing state. Oh, and in the while all of this was happening, Ruin was cleansed, and the survivors do win that 50-50. Oh me, oh my. You hate to lose those 50s, especially when it's your Ruin and when you're running Ruin Thrill. But JD here about 25 seconds, 30 seconds into their hook timer, and they get pulled here by Nocturnals on the Quinton. We have JD taking a hit here, proccing the endurance, going to the TNL. We have a teleport to block the window. I think JD is going to go down very quick here, as I don't think there's much resources. JD wins the mind game and jiggies away to a pallet and all the way to main. Emmy here finishing the main generator, coming in to maybe buy some time for JD with a bit of a beamer, forcing Kenji to look down. Will Emmy get the body block? Emmy manages to take the hit, forcing an M1. I'm surprised no Hellfire came out there. Oh my, JD making it to 12 with that amazing body block by Emmy, but unfortunately loses the 50 and will be going down at 12 for our second hook stage of the trial with 3 generators remaining. This is very good. This is very good here for our survivors, as we do get another gen pop, putting us at 2 generators remaining, as JD will be pain rest in main. This is not the ideal pain rest you want, because the most progressed gen pop and the other gens are pretty low prog, so the pain rest does not get a lot of value. Ward getting spotted here at mid, getting an M1 for their trouble. This is not ideal. Getting a tag right after a hook makes it a bit risky here for the survivors to play unhook, as that's one less survivor that can come for a 2-person unhook, especially against Drac, who's very strong at preventing those unhooks and punishing them. Ooh, Ward here winning a 50 on that vault. Very good. Will they make it? We kill the Wretched Fate, and Emmy is back to regular gen speed. We're gonna go bats, run straight to the hook, as their Kenji probably expects the survivor that cleansed that totem to go straight here to try and play for the unhook on JD, who is about 20 seconds away from dying on hook here. Oh, we do spot it. It was Emmy. And will Emmy get body blocked? Oh no. It's a bit cooked here. Emmy unable to hit might decide to go the long way around. Will they make it? Oh my, this is gonna be tough. We have Hellfire prepped here. The body block fails? No, the body block fails. They get it. Hellfire comes out. This is big. JD dying on that hook would be absolutely devastating for them. However, JD has only this pallet to play. they're just gonna take the chase 12 and probably die in the corner. They do have one filler here. Oh my! JD getting that pallet stun on ping. That's possibly a game, like, that could be a game-winning pallet stun here. Oh me, oh my. We get the window block in main, but JD manages to vault it, but that means there's no revault, and we could just track them with the bats here as they are injured. Emmy coming in clutch with that pull. This whole chase giving the survivors just enough time to maybe smash out another gen. We can see a gen being doubled. Emmy is lurking near the killer. The gen being doubled is about 40% here. And I don't know, that was crazy. That was such a good pull by Emmy. And we are our first sacrifice, unfortunately. JD being sacrificed with one generator remaining. We do catch the double gen at 9. We see some scratch marks leading away from it. We're gonna go kick it. We don't have Erupt here, which is big. Without Ruin, Wretched, only Pain has to rely on a regression. It can be tough. We do see Emmy all the way at 3 here. They're gonna run into the tile, which is, I believe, a 4 lane. Not the best tile against Dracula, I fear. But if anyone's gonna make it work, I believe in Emmy. She is the GOAT. Unfortunately, taking a tag on that window. Will Emmy get hit by the Hellfire here? No, she just sends it. Oh no, but getting that check spot with the wolf, and Emmy will be going down. And that will possibly be a second pain res here for our killer as we're gonna slam it on mid. We do have the gen finishing before the pain res finishes, and the gen finishes, and Emmy will be our second hook and fourth fresh hook of the trial. Oh my. JD really got this, like, JD really got this team, like, so much momentum in this game. Like, actually insanity how well they played. And Emmy taking that hit on for Oppa! And Emmy taking that body hit for JD at main so JD could play 12 was so big as well. That extended the chase by like 15-20 seconds, letting another gen pop. Looks like we have Ward here in the bottom of the map here at the 8 o'clock area next to Shack. They do have this filler and we're playing it on Wolf, which can be a bit scary. Like, I mean, I'm against both Wolf and Vampire form. It's really, like, it's scary. Like, you're scared of Hellfire over these rocks. You're scared of pounces around the rocks because it's not a very long loop. We got a very good Hellfire, and Ward will make it to the hatch! No, disaster! Ward does not make it! Oh no! Unfortunately, Ward does not make it to hatch, and they will be having the final chase here. I do not think they have the distance to make it to the gate. Not like this. Oh. Ward going down here is not ideal. This will award 7 stages, 3 fresh here for our killer. And that will be our first trial of our Dracula set here, with Explicit getting a 7 stage 3 fresh, giving the win con of Bleedout's killer to be 7 stage 4 fresh, or 8 hook stages. Oh my, what an explosive start to our match here. JD honestly, MVP of the match. Crazy loop there, chase and looping there. Emmy with a hit take to get JD that extra time, and then Noct and Ward smashing out those gens in the background. Very good coordination by Bleedout. And Kenji did hit some very good pounces though, and some very good Hellfires, and obviously won that hatch standoff. So with that, we will be right back as we get our next lobby sorted with Bleedout's killer. I think it's maybe, I'm not sure who's going to be. I wouldn't be surprised if it's JD, as JD often plays killer for them. So I'll see you guys in a bit, and I hope you guys been having fun, and yeah, catch ya. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League Season 4 main bracket round 3 with Bleedout versus Explicit. We have Bleedout now on the Dark Lord with Bolatar/Ward here playing for Bleedout. Thing to note is that Bolatar is an EU player, so this is going to be no ping on the match. Everyone is playing on their local ping, which means match quality is up. We love our low ping matches. And we have Adam, Kenji, Ditter, and Luminous back at it here for our Explicit Survivor lineup with Jill, Claude, Renato, and Ace. And our build looks like it's Agi Painrush Erupt Corrupt, a very popular add-on combo. And it's, you know, the Wing Boots Lapis, same as last time, with Window Block Teleport range. And a very quick spot here on Adam trying to stealth Edge Map Rock. An M1 to punish that as they had no resources to play around aside from a rock, which is not the best. Oh no, as Ward almost gets that second bounce, but instead gets a mouthful of stone. Oh, what a beautiful Hellfire, and that will be our first down. A really fast first down here, with our generators only about 21 generator at 25%. Opa! That is not good for our survivor, for momentum of our survivors. It's like we're going to be dragging mid-map here with our Agi, getting agitation value, hooking this Painrush, slamming it, hitting that double gen. It looks like it was the gen here by mid-logs, and we don't know where the survivors went. We have Ditter, probably in the shack still, working away the shack gen at 25%. Kenji was working one of the gens, likely the one that Drac kicked. And we have Luminous kind of just stealthing the pull here. Yeah. So very good work here by our Explicit survivors, doing their best to recover from that first chase. If Luminous manages to pull Adam safely, right, and Adam's able to like make distance, it's really good for our killer. Especially if Ward commits to like a kick on a generator, like right now. I would expect the pull coming in the next 5 seconds from this. We get the teleport. There's the pull. Will we get the survivor? We go into Wolf Farm. We spot Adam, and we're off to the races in our next chase. Will Adam make a resource? They still have quite a bit of endurance, about 5 more seconds. But it looks like the Wolf is going to lunge? No. And Adam makes it into the jungle gym with it no longer has a pallet here. They might just have to consign themselves to a death edge map. Oh, we have the edge map filler. We have edge map filler. Will Adam be able to play it though? Unfortunately not. Like, I'll be so for real. Like, you're not expected to be able to play that filler. But it did buy a little bit more time, but that's our second down at 5 gens. We now have a survivor death hook at 5 gens, but Ditter is about like 80% away of done with the shack. Kenji is about 75% done with the gen at 3, I believe, and Luminous is working away mid logs at 60%. So pretty decent gen pressure for our survivors. I'm expecting 3 gens to pop here probably by before the tunnel out happens, so tunnel out at 2. We are attempting to kick, waiting for eruption. Yep, we see shack finishes. We're going to go to 3. And we do catch the 3 generator being done. And perhaps a pull might happen soon, considering that Grak is across the map. But Bat Form lets them return back to that hook exceptionally quick. We have Kenji back at the gen. We do spot Ditter here in the mid-map. Oh, the pull here is going to be hard. They do get it. They do get punishing Ward's overcommitment mid against Ditter. Will we see a wait? Will we wait out the endurance or will we take an M1 here? Looks like we will be waiting out our endurance. We do have the 9 filler. We have a Hellfire. Oh, and the Hellfire miss, and the stun. Adam, let's go. Adam needs to make this last chase worth it. They need to ideally last about 30 seconds longer so that they can finish another gen. We hit the light. We're running the shack. However, Drac does have the space here. We will be going down at the pallet. Will we be getting a pick? Ooh. We spot our survivor here trying to play for the play to support with Ace on Luminous. Luminous on Ace here. They have this mid I mean, I think it's like a mid Ormentile. It's oh wait, no, not Ormentile. Mid like the weird one with the Z window. And Luminous managing to sidestep that pounce very good here, as a gen will be finishing in the background. We need to chase Luminous away and get the pick here on our survivor. Ooh, very good hit. Ward needs to go sacrifice the survivor quickly. Oh no, Luminous might have overcommitted a bit there, and they do go down for it. Oh, we spot Ditter. Oh, the Hellfire was too far. Oh wait, no, they didn't pick they didn't finish the pick on Adam when we brought up the Hellfire. This is crazy. This gives Adam a whole nother chase here potentially, and Shack. Oh my god, Explicit is cooking right now. But unfortunately, the Hellfire just, you know, it's Hellfire, man. Like, what can you do? And we will be getting our pick here as the gen does finish. This bought so much time. Luminous and Ditter getting another gen done before Adam dies. And Adam will be our first sacrifice here. Our sacrificing Jill to the entity with 1 gen remaining. Like, it's pretty good position here for our survivors. However, if we manage to get another hook here and another Pain Rest, that'll give us potentially enough time to have another Pain Rest. Now's the time to be cashing in all of these Pain Rests and the fresh hooks, right? You wanna slow the game down as much as possible to get that 8-stage win condition. Or a 7-stage 4 fresh. What a dodge by Ditter. I really thought that was gonna hit. And it looks like we're gonna hit the gotta leave that, as there is gen pressure across the map and Ward knows it. So they're off to find that gen, potentially to erupt it, get it up regressing a bit, maybe chase the survivor off of the gen. We can see it was the gen here at the 1 o'clock part of the map being worked on. We get that kick, looking for our survivor. Kenji stealthing the top of the map. Very good pre-leaving here. And we have Ditter working downstairs. Ooh, we do have Ward going up top, but checking the wrong side of the top of the map as Kenji was stealthing outside. Oh my. We are really committing quite a bit here, looking for Kenji. This gives Ditter the time to actually get that gen pressure down in bottom mid. Oh my, is Luminous doubling? No, Luminous is lurking mid. The gen at bottom mid is now 50%. This is not ideal. I think Ward might have overcommitted a bit too much time on that top gen. As we can see, the bottom gen here now is like at 50%. We need to go get a down to pop Eruption right now. Like in the next 20 seconds, I think we need to get the down. Oh! And we get our chem trap value as we are extremely slow. And with that, Ditter makes all the distance in the world, making it to that mid tile. And unfortunately, I think Ward sent a premature lunge there. Very unfortunate. And we're off to go teleport back to top. Ditter, MVP right now, honestly. And like, oh my. We catch both of our survivors here trying to stealth away, pre-leaving from the gen. We do get the pallet stun after the bite on Ace. But Luminous here needs to take Chase away. And it looks like we do get the down. And we need to cash in this Pain Res right now. We have Agi, so that hopefully we're able to get the Pain Res before the gen finishes. And we will be slamming the Pain Res here in the bottom mid area. This is really good. Pain Res next to the active gem. However, the other generator is very high up there. And we're off to chase another survivor immediately. If we get the quick down here, this could be a 4k1. Oh my, we have Shack, but there's no more pallet. We do Shack window. Ditter playing this very patiently, holding those check spots. Ward decides to send the teleport. The gen does pop in the background. We do have a filler here. They do go down. I think we need to go find Claude right now. What is Kenji up to? Looks like they will be lurking. Kenji can't afford to leave right now. Unfortunately, I have gotten a spectator bug. My mistake as I swapped while teleporting. Kenji cannot afford to leave right now. As they leave, it will be 9 stage 3 fresh. So they have to pull either Ditter or Luminous off the hook. Ideally, they pick Ditter, right? Because if Ditter is hooked and fully sacrificed and they get Luminous, that will be a Tycon instead of a win for them. However, we can see Luminous here going second. Oh my, this is tense. Our killer POV is still bugged, I'm afraid. My mistake, team. No, this is crazy. This is such a close match right now. We need to be able to get a recovery here from Kenji. However, the moment they do something, they're gonna alert the killer where they are. Oh, we see Dracula. Do we get a spot here? We do! Nope, still bugged. And we take an M1 here as Kenji runs towards Ditter. Do they get the pick? They get the pick! Ditter running towards Shack. Ooh. Right now, they just have to zone them away from Luminous and make sure they can't escape. If they're able to get Luminous to die on hook here and they like down someone else, this is exactly like how to get their win. Like a 9 stage 3 fresh is very, very good here. Yeah, it looks like Luminous will be dying on hook, and Drac will be committing onto Kenji here. Oh, and they do find Kenji. Very unlucky. And we are off to find our next survivor. Did her just drop a pallet? And we'll be going down. And that'll be a 4K0 here for Bleedout. Oh my. What a set. What a set to start this match off. Very good recovery there from Bolitar to Sashward to get to this 4K0. It looked very sketchy there earlier. I felt that there might have been a bit of overcommitting, looking for the stealthing survivor at the one tile, but nah, they managed to turn it around. 4K0. Well played. That hook position for Luminous was absolutely devastating, not gonna lie. And that will be our first set here. We will have our second set, which is, I'm sure everyone's gonna love this. Everyone's favorite killer, surely one of the most popular killers in the whole tournament. Skull Merchant. No, it's Skull Merchant. I'm really sorry, but hey, we have possibly Eye Nocturnals on the Skull Merchant. I know for a fact their Skull Merchant is very, very strong. So I'm very excited to see them, and I'm also very excited to see Explicit Skull Merchant, and we will be playing on Fallen Refuge on the Withered Isle realm, which is a fairly small map, which is, I think, in favor for Skull Merchant. There are a bit of double pallets. Some of the jungle gyms maybe are, but like it's pretty small, and it lets her get around. And the shack positioning is pretty nice for like putting all her drones around it and, securing stages there. So very excited to see it, and we will be right back as we get the next lobby sorted. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League Season 4 main bracket, round 3 here with our second set of Skull Merchant with Bleedout, which is Bleedout's pick here, and we have Eye Nocturnals here playing Skull Merchant for Bleedout with looks like it's Vital Processing Center ultrasonic speaker for add-ons. And it is Pain Res, Turn Back the Clock, Dissolution, and batteries included. I'm not a batteries believer, I'll be so honest. I'm not sure about the batteries pick, but every other thing is very, very good here. Our standard Skull Merchant add-ons here. Ooh, we do not get the scan on Ace, but we do the second scan. We do have scan number 2 Ace on 2 scans here. One more scan and that's an injure, but we will be taking that M1 instead here as we was given us as we got an opportunity to get that hit. And we get that hinder here, and we will be getting the down. Very fast Tris here by Nock with the fast 2 stacks and 3rd stack down. Very good stuff here with the scan with a scan here giving our with the scan hindering our survivors by 8% and giving our killer 5% haste, which is, I believe, the equivalent of Bloodlust 1. And we will be getting our Pain Res here, hitting one of our gens, hitting Tori's gen, Adam. And it looks like we have like decent gen pressure, like 50% on multiple gens. We hit Turn Back the Clock on that gen. And I don't know, it looks like we are off to a very good start here for a Skull Merchant match. Like, I would be extremely happy if I got it down that quickly on Skull Merchant. We haven't seen any dissolution value yet, so I'm really hoping we'll see some very soon. We do recall a drone. A thing to note is that they did move, for some reason, Behavior decided to move Skull Merchant's drone. Skull Merchant's undetectable to the drone recall instead of the drone scan. We have Renato here with 2 stacks, forced to crouch, and looks like Nock will just be taking the M1 here as they will just be holding crouch and W away until they're out of drone range. And we will be getting it down here. Very good downs, very quick. As we do get a second down here, we'll be getting a pick and possibly another Pain Res hook here. Oh my, the Skull Merchant set, I must say. Something you don't see very often. We have still yet to get batteries value. I wonder if we will actually get batteries value this game as well, perhaps? It is a decent amount of haste for when you're near a gen. We do spot Kenji here, getting a drone back, as we didn't have a drone in the bank. We will be getting our first scan here on Kenji. Not scan number 2. Unfortunately, they were still scan immune. We're forced to drop Shack and break it. We do get the pull. Adam will be finishing a gen in the background. This is honestly like, you have 2 stages on the board here, but they're on different survivors. Like maybe like, I don't know. Like for fresh ups, this is very good here. We do get the 3rd scan here on Kenji, and they unlucky. But they will be hindered here. I don't think they'll be making it anywhere as they are very slow. And we will be getting it down here, and this will be Pain Raz number 3 probably. However, to note, we didn't spend turn back the clock for that last hook, which might be good, might be bad. I'm not, you know. Maybe we'll get punished for it later. Might need a bit more gen regression to stop a gen from popping, and we won't have it, but we'll have to see. Now, well played here by Noct with these drones. Getting those 3 scans, honestly, against really good players like these, it's going to be very hard to get those scans. So, very big W for them. We do hit that middle gen with turn back the clock, regressing it from a distance. And we do spot Luminous here. Disconnected. Very cool. I love behavior. Amazing game. Amazing. Honestly, well played by Luminous there. Completely dodging Nox M1 with the teleporting lag tech, I guess. Opa. But we do get the pull here. We're gonna get an immediate tag. Kenji here, I believe they're on 1 stack. Oof. If we could kill Kenji, like, soon, like, 2 generators remaining, or even 1 generator remaining, honestly, I would say that's pretty good here for a Skull Merchant. We have batteries now. Will we be getting the batteries value we want to see? Probably, as we are very fast right now. Oh, my batteries included. My bad for being a doubter, Noct. My bad. And we will be getting that down and the pick. And we will be probably, I think, looking to hook mid here. Yep. And someone in the background did hit 3 stacks. Luminous, now broken. And getting revealed once again. We do have a radar, so since they are a Claw Trap survivor, we can see them on the our little radar device. And Luminous will be going down. Very good downs by Noct, holy. We do have 1 more Pain Raz, and it's on Adam. So honestly, if we could get a tunnel out on Kenji, then an immediate hook on Adam, that would be amazing. Or even a tunnel out on Luminous. 2 survivors on Death Hook, though, make it very dangerous here for our survivor team. If Kenji dies and then Luminous dies in a 1v2, even against Skull Merchant, it's very hard to get a gen pop unless your gens are like literally like 90. We got some pre-drops here by Kenji. We're gonna get a break. That's I don't think playing a double pallet is very good here on Skull Merchant. Ooh, we got another break. We have 10% haste. Again, me doubting the batteries included. My bad. Oh my. Honestly, like, 6 stages on the Skull Merchant. Very good here. We are in the 1v3 with 1 generator remaining. However, we do have another survivor that's on Death Hook. If a tunnel out happened and and there's 1 gen remaining, that's not very good. But since there is a second Death Hook survivor, this is potentially very good here if we could eliminate Luminous from the trial. We do spot Ditter. I think Ditter is the worst survivor right now to chase us. They're not a fresh hook, no Pain Raz, and it doesn't kill them if they get hooked. We'll be getting the tag here. Will we be committing this chase is the question. A thing to note is Tori here is on 2 stacks, so that is potentially a very dangerous position if they get caught out, and they do. Both of our survivors here caught out doubling a gen. We're going to hit it with turn back the clock from the looks of things. We do. We still have Dissolution ready. I'm very sad we have not seen Dissolution value this game. But we will be taking chase here. I believe this is 11. And we will be trying to get Adam with a 2-tap. Oh! Opa! And that will be our final Pain Raz hook. Will we get it before the gen finishes is the question. And it's looking like we will, as the gen is only like 50%. Oh, we do not have a Pain Raz. This potentially might be bad. We're going to have to run straight back at that gen. Very good death spot by Adam to like be away from all of our like important hooks. We do get a spot on the radar. Ditter now broken. Not ideal. And we'll be getting another turn back the clock here. Big turn back the clock value. This is dangerous. Ditter can't really pull here. But instead I think we're gonna let them pull and we're gonna look for ace. We do spot ace here. Luminous on the ace in a chase. We're gonna be taking chase towards 5, I believe. My clock on this map is not, I'm not super familiar. Would have put a drone here. I believe ace is on 1 stack. Ace is doing a really good job, but will eventually take that M1. Opting not to get broken, as they probably don't want that hinder. And they do get the pull. We do spot our survivors trying to immediately double the gen to get it to pop. Knocked, deciding we're going to leave that and we're going to be chasing Adam once again. Will Adam pick the same death spot? Will Noct be able to actually get a pain rest on Adam? It's very, I don't know. Probably not, considering we're dying at the exact same spot from earlier. And we will be getting the pick. At this point, no, they're not doubling the gen. I was gonna say, like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're doubling a gen, but no, they're opting to reset here instead. I guess they're playing it a bit safer. They don't want to get like double slugged with one person on a hook here. Honestly, this is Noctis like so cracked at the Skull Merchant, I must say. Big inspiration for me picking up Skull Merchant. I will be completely honest. Ooh, we do spot our survivors here. I think we spot both of them, possibly, or did Ditter manage to out-stealth? But Luminous in the chase here is potentially dangerous. Ditter did get the pull, manages to stealth out and get the pull. Will we be taking an M1 maybe? Yeah, we will, as unfortunately the scan does not connect. We'll be taking our drones back. And will we get the down here? This is a double pallet. Oppa! And that is ping right there, I believe so. And that will be our second sacrifice of the trial here with 1 generator remaining, putting us in a 2v1. Honestly, at this point, it's looking like a 4K1. Oh my. Oh. We have Ditter here hiding around Shack. Will we see a pick? No, this looks like the Skull Merchant is off looking for our survivor. Oh, we do see Ditter through the window crouching. We get a scan. Will we get our second scan? We could see them through the PDF iPad device we have. We do get the second scan. They are now very much broken and will be very much hindered. And we will just, looks like we're just going to run them down. Unfortunately, Ditter does not make that. We have a 4K1 here. Our first Skull Merchant game of the season, and it's a 4K1. Crazy stuff by Noct. And we will be putting Ditter on the hook and probably finding and either marrying or hooking Adam. Oh my, what a match, what a match. I'm sad not to see any dissolution value, however. And our poor Tori will be married here. With Renato being sacrificed in the background. Ow. And that will be our first Skull Merchant match. This will give Explicit Skull Merchant a win condition of 4K2 and a tie condition of 4K1, which is a bit scary on the Skull Merchant, I'll be honest. You're kind of thinking maybe this killer is stages. We don't have data yet on this map for Skull Merchant, like from active season, based off of like the trials leading up to the balancing. We were getting like mid to high stages, sometimes a 4K0 or 4K1. Very rarely more than a 4K1. The survivors have to, I think, need to make a major mistake to get more than a 4K1. But we'll have to see. Who knows? We might see some crazy, I don't know, like, we might see some crazy big 4K3 or something. We never know with these matches. These teams are very good, so I'm very excited to see how Explicit Skull Merchant does. And we'll be right back as we go into that next set. Hello and welcome back to Blood Rush League main bracket round 4 here with Bleedout versus Explicit. This time we have Explicit on the Skull Merchant with Luminous on Skull Merchant here for Explicit with, I believe this is drone rotation speed by 10% and 1 extra second longer hinder as our add-ons with Call of Brine, Eruption, Sloppy Butcher, and Oppression. A very interesting Skull Merchant set. Bit like the old Chess Merchant builds back in the day. We'll see how it goes here. I can very much see how this build can get value. I wonder if the 10% rotation speed will get value here. As we get one scan here on knocked on scan 1. We will be chasing. We'll take a tag. No, we get stunned. Oh, even on ping. Well played by them. And they are off all the way towards a mid and Shack. A double, not gonna lie, double pallet in front of Shack is kind of nasty. However, we do have a second drone at the back and now a drone in the middle of Shack here. Oh! Yeah, yeah, that... Okay, knocked. As unfortunately knocked walks into the killer there. Takes scan number 2. We see scan number 3. Possibly, yes, and they crouch slightly late because of ping. They will now be potentially hindered here. Yep, as the hinder comes through and they will be going down. Pick does come, but a gen does finish. And in the background, we can see our gens are at like 70%. Hitting that... Oh wait, I was going to say hitting a pain. Never there. We don't have pain rest. Never mind. We do need to start kicking gens here for our build to start functioning, however. And another gen in the background threatening to pop here. We do spot Walton here on the Zarina. We're going to get that kick, hitting Oppression on 3 other generators, putting Call of Brine on that one, and also putting Eruption on it. Oh my, we could see Walton here trying to pressure the gen, but I think they'll be taking a tag for it. We do get that tag. However, no other survivors have been scanned so far, so this is very good here for our survivor team. Like, it gets really dangerous, right, when Skull Merchant builds these stacks, and we get to, like, 2 stacks on most of the survivors. It could very quickly result in very fast downs if you could get to, like, start chasing the survivor already on 2 stacks. And it looks like we will be having knocked here as a potential tunnel out as we go chase them, waiting for that endurance to run out. They will be going towards the filler here and make it to the TNL at 5. Ooh! We have a body hit take here from Ward. Very strong. We try to get around. Will Ward make it? We have Bloodlust 1. No, Ward does not get to the door in time. And we do get the down here, hitting the Eruption, showing us Walton's position on that generator at the 9 o'clock side. Not the vault into killer. Very unfortunate as Ward vaults into the killer there. Luminous doing a very good mind game. Looks like we're gonna slug for a bit as we kick that gen. Another gen pops in the background. And we do spot our survivor here. Will we get a slug? Oh my. We do see another survivor. This is oh, they managed to pick up knocked. But will knocked make it anywhere? No, they won't, unfortunately. Ward does get broken for that, and they will be available on our fun iPad here. We do get also another scan on JD. This is potentially dangerous for our survivor team right now. I think to note, our win con is 4K2 and our tag con is 4K1, and we are at our 4K1 right now, 4K2 right now, our win con. So if another gen pops, it is a tie at best. We're gonna opt to kick this, get Eruption going once again. They pick knocked in the background. We spot JD here. They're broken. And we will see if we do get Oppa. It looks like we have a lot of vaults into killers here. Unfortunate from Bleedout. This is dangerous. We have like a bunch of injured survivors. We have a slug survivor, and the hook is right next to the most active generator right now. Oh my. Oh, we spot Zarina there. They need to get a reset here, or Ward could potentially be going second on hook. We do spot Hearts. We know where everyone is. I say knocked. Oh, no. Yep. We can now look in our little PDF device. Oh, they do get the pull as Luminous walked too far from this hook. I think Luminous conceding that pull to an injured survivor is not ideal. And all 4 survivors are up but injured. This is still pretty dangerous for our survivor team here. It could very quickly end up in a bunch of slugs. We're going to get it down on Noctia, and I assume we're going to immediately hook it right next to the active gen. This is danger as, you know, everyone is injured. We're going to have to take the time to reset if we want to attempt a pull. And with them being on second stage, they don't have a lot of time. They have 70 seconds to get that reset and get that pull out. That middle pallet is still up though. Like the one of the double pallets has been kicked, but the second one is still active, which provides a bit of a connecting resource to Shack window. We do spot JD here in main, going to put some drones down, making it hard for them to come pick Noct. We do get a scan on Walton. Oh. JD might come here for a trade, potentially. I don't know. I think they need to pull Noct soon. But in the background, I am sure Ward and Ward and Walton are potentially pressuring generators here, so this is very good. I think JD just needs to send the pull. Oh my god, the miss is devastating! No, it's not even a hook trade! That is massive, massive play by JD. Potentially game-winning, actually. Like, I honestly think that could be very much game-winning. Getting that pull, making it so that it's not a 1v3. We do get a second scan on Walton here as they run towards the 5 tile. We're gonna kick the gen here at 4. It's looking very dicey as we have 2 pressure generators. Sure, the one at 9 has regressed quite a bit, but I don't know. We can't let any of these pop if we want to be winning this set. We are now at the TNL here at our 5 tile. With Walton having to play it. Oh no, sorry, Ward having to play it. My bad, wrong. Yeah, Ward is the only injured survivor. I'm my bad. And we will be getting our second scan. I believe. Oh, a miss of a. I think they were trying to rotate the drone there. I'll be honest. Ooh, that gen popping does put us at our tie condition. Very well played by Bleedout, getting that recovery from a position that looked very dangerous just a few minutes ago. They have 3 survivors healthy right now, and honestly, it's looking very good. But we are down to our 3 gen here with a gen at, I believe it is 5, 7, and 9. We are in a chase here with JD. They make it to the tile. We don't have any drones right now in our bank. We have 0 drones. So, like, we're just going to be getting an M1. Oh, no. That misses a potentially very bad, but nah, JD does not make it to the pallet. And we have 3 injured survivors once again. We need to go probably drop that chase and go to our gens as we are on the opposite side of the map. And Skull Merchant isn't the most mobile killer as they have to walk everywhere. At this point, I feel like we could probably recall. I would probably like think of recalling a drone perhaps, but we do get ward broken here as they get tagged by the drone as they're leaving that gen. Walton getting 2-tapped. Oh no! Oh, but that does give the set and match win to Bleedout, however. Very well played, getting that last gen done. But the match isn't over yet. We could still see a 4K 0 here. Oh, but the gates do open, so we're probably gonna see outs. And another down here on Ward. Not gonna lie, like getting these 2 survivors into basement right now would actually be quite good. Like you could just take these 5 extra stages and get like an 8-stage 3 fresh game. I mean that's very good on the Skull Merchant. We do get a scan on JD. Do see JD in the chat. Ooh, this miss might make them wiggle off. Will the wiggle off happen? Now, yes, it does. Devastating. Oh my god, and off they go. Will they make it to the exit? All survivors are injured, so there are no hit takes here. I don't think Walton is going to make it out of the gate. Very unfortunate. Oh. Okay, Noct. What are we doing? looks like we have, oh, a head-on attempt here by our survivors. It did not work. No, this looked like a lot of multiple outs, but they could have just let Walton die and all left. Looks like we're opting to hook Walton here as they are the more valuable hook. Will we get the... Oh, a heal tech? Oh, JD dying to the mending! No! Oh no! And that will be a 9-stage, 3 fresh game here for Luminous, which is a lot better than what it was looking like earlier. Oh, a bit of a lunge and... Oppa. I do not condone hitting on hook, but it's probably banter knowing these guys. So, very well played here by both teams. But that will be a 2-0 for Bleedout here, with Noct honestly putting such a strong performance on Skull Merchant, getting that 4K1. And Luminous almost being able to hold the 4K1, but like, yeah, the survivors just... Oh my god, the gen pressure was crazy. But yeah, thank you all for being here. I hope you enjoyed. Very, very fun sets today with Dark Lord and Skull Merchant. Very happy to see a Skull Merchant set on Season 4 here. Yeah, thank you all for being here. I'm Mal ANZ. You can find me on Twitch. And yeah, you could also check out iNocturnals, our other my co-owner here on Blood Rush League. They're also on Twitch. They were the Skull Merchant for Bleedout earlier. Very, very strong player, very amazing. But with that, thank you all for being here. I hope to see you all next time. Come check out our Discord to keep updated on our match scheduling, and follow our Twitch if you want notifications when matches go live. And if you miss any of our matches, you could catch a VOD on Twitch, and if not, it will likely be uploaded to our YouTube channel or the Blood Rush League on YouTube. See you guys all next time. Have a great rest of the day, and I'll catch you all next time. Bye!